Hey everybody, Rob Orgel, your favorite silencer nut job, and I'm here with Eric.
Yep, Eric from East Valley Tactical, one of the nation's largest silencer dealers.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
All right, so let's talk about some cool new items. Our last video did really well. I think it was several thousand views of what's nifty, what's cool, and what's happening in the industry. And man, we're coming up on the end of Q2, middle of the year, and I've
It's
seen
flying by.
flying by, and I'm seeing a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, same.
So I'll kick things off.
Okay.
I mentioned the Havoc last time, the TK Outdoors Havoc. I like the suppressor, but now that I've had more time with it, I'm going to say sound performance wise, this thing's incredible.
Yeah.
Back pressure wise, it's a little on the higher side. So it's, you need to mitigate back pressure or keep your round count a little bit low. But I really, really dig this silencer for how light and how quiet. And he's sponsoring this video by giving away 2 quiet energy drinks. So for the giveaway, we're going to do, I don't know, what do you think would be fun for the comment section?
I think it would be cool to hear if your house burned down and you could only grab 1 case of ammo, what caliber would you grab?
The death of all calibers but one.
Yep.
I know what my answer is. I'm going to say, well, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to pick 2.
Okay. So you're breaking the rules.
Exactly what I'm not supposed to do. I'm going to pick 6mm Creedmoor and
Oh, wow.
5.56.
Okay. Not surprised about the 5.56, but the 6, that's a cool choice.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 9mm. And you
Really?
may call me crazy, but
I call you crazy.
Yep, I like that you can do it in PCCs for short to mid-range combat, as well as you can throw it in a handgun. You can't really do that with any rifle caliber, so it's nice having that flexibility.
Yeah. I'm surprised you picked 9mm. It's such an impotent bullet. I mean, certainly. Okay, back on track. That's our giveaway. So two people are going to get an energy drink. One is going to be Tyler and I will pick which one we like the best for the answer, as in maybe it's the funniest, maybe tell a story with your reason behind why you chose that ammo. And then 2, get in the comment section, guys, and like some of the other comments. So based on popularity, whichever comment gets the most likes will get the other energy drink. And you can pick any energy drink you want from TK Outdoors. That's going to be our giveaway for this video. All right, now into our other content. That is the TK Outdoor Havoc. Incredible on 6 Creed, 6 Arc, and 5.56. A little bit higher in the back pressure, so great for bolt gun and good on gas guns too, as long as you mitigate back pressure. I'm gonna caveat real quick into one more, and that is this is the Ambient Arms suppressor. And I had a great conversation with the owner not long ago about, hey, it sounds really, really good, and I get it. It keeps it cold, but what about back pressure? And he says, you know what? I'm not really interested in back pressure. I said, well, this thing is on par with like a full back pressure suppressor. This guy and the fire team, both of them sound really, really good, but both are like bolt gun suppressor back pressure. And the answer from this guy is basically the job of the silencer is to keep it quiet. The additional job I wanted was to keep it cool, and back pressure can be mitigated by any number of things. So we're going to do a back pressure mitigation video very soon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you see that video. But basically, it seems that the tides are turning from low back pressure suppressor to I don't care about back pressure. If there's a million ways to solve that, I care about the number one job, the silencer, and that would be these 2 and the fire team. Excellent sounding, but they just don't seem to care about back pressure.
Yeah, every user has different focuses and
Totally.
different wants in their next suppressor. So I think companies are offering different things to cater to different groups.
Right. And while Rob is the back pressure nut job, there's plenty
Right.
of people who say, well, I don't care about back pressure. And they can have good reason to, especially now with all the new stuff being given to us to mitigate that back pressure. Let's talk about your next item.
Yeah, so I'm an addict of 22 silencers. Just so fun to shoot, so quiet. And this might be my new favorite one. This is the Unknown Midge. Kind of an interesting name, but feel how light this thing is. It's less than 3 ounces.
It's one of those, they keep getting lighter and lighter. It's like if your eyes don't see it,
Deceiving.
you wouldn't know you're holding a silencer. This thing
Yeah.
is very impressive. And we're getting ready to do a huge 22 video. We got like 30 or 40 22 silencers. We'll put them all head to head to find out who's the best. I'm sure you'll join me for this.
Yeah, I'd love to be there.
I'll do the big legwork, and then we'll come back and pick from the top 5 or 10. You and I will decide on a handful of hosts what's just the cat's meow. But it's interesting you picked an unknown suppressor because there's one of those in my life.
They're making a lot of great stuff. This one's super quiet, super light, and rated up to 223 bolt action.
Oh, that's impressive.
So durable as well.
It's like the new standard. It's like it used to be 22 full auto, and now it's like, well, if you're not 5.56 rated,
You're right.
it's an interesting game we're playing. So I'm going to hop over to my unknown suppressor because I too have become really obsessed with unknown suppressors. I don't think a lot of people, they're kind of unknown in the industry, but they're really great. And this is the OG6. And this much is over the barrel. So it's like a 6-inch silencer, and like 3 1/4 of that is over the barrel space. So it's not my quietest silencer, but it is really close to it, and it only adds like 2.5 to 3 inches to your gun. And it's obviously light, as you found. So Unknown Suppressors is doing really cool stuff. I'll hop into my next one as well, and that's going to be the Lazarus 6. This is not a new silencer,
Nope.
but it's new to me. I've been asking for one for a year and a half, and they sent me their CT5, which is a great silencer. Oddly, better on gas gun than bolt gun because it's a low back pressure can. And the Lazarus 6, same exact concept, except its hub, and it is so tiny
Yeah.
for its performance. I am so blown away, and now I've got 6mm that you know I love. I'm super excited about this suppressor, even though it's not new. It's just Durbos all get up, sounds great, and it's very compact, no barrel length restrictions. Because I'm going to do a 6mm arc video and play with all different barrel lengths to find out, do you like 6 arc?
Yes.
I love 6 arc.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it definitely beats 5.56 and just about
Mhm.
every category except for maybe price.
Yep.
Other than that, it's phenomenal. So I'm really digging all the new 6 arc suppressors and 6mm suppressors. What's your next?
Same. Okay, so Griffin Armament, they are getting into the additive manufacturing game.
Finally.
With their new HRT 556 AM, I think is what they call it. They have this new material called nickel. I mean, we all know nickel, but they're using it in additive manufacturing, and they're saying it's actually stronger than Inconel, which is
Interesting.
hard to believe, but they make some big claims on that. We have tested this, and it sounds very, very good, very competitive, and it's very low back pressure. So
what I had
I'm
heard
impressed.
is it's got like a deeper tone to it.
Yeah, it has a really nice tone, and it looks like they have some kind of interesting midsection venting on the full size, which they don't have on the K.
Interesting.
So I'd love for you to test them out, but I've been really impressed so far.
That seems to be the new thing, is pulling air in or venting air out mid body on the suppressor. There must be some secret sauce that's making these things a whole bunch better in their performance because of that. And I know that they are sending me their HRT something dual lock something or other. So I very much so look forward to testing those suppressors on the channel.
Good.
Next, I wanted to mention these two together, and that's the Rody 6 Titanium, which I've been like holding my breath for forever, and then the Romulus 556 from Wolfpack Armory. Both of these are neck and neck for like amazing suppressors. We all know that the Rody 6 was going to be like impressive because that little titanium suppressor is light, it's highly capable, and the titanium is even more capable somehow. It's quieter than the Inconel version. It is, and it's like low back pressure, just like this thing is truly impressive. But the Romulus, where he catches up, is he's actually 10% lower in back pressure, but he sounds almost exactly the same. So I had to do like a tiebreaker between these two, and on round 2, the Rody sounded a hair better than the Romulus. The Romulus is low. So like it went from the next best to this guy just hopped up here and caught up to him. These two, both titanium, super impressive suppressors. All right, that's my next item.
Okay, ammo. We
Yes.
haven't had ammo on the table yet. We all love
First.
Subsonic ammo, and it's good to see manufacturers stepping up to support it.
Totally.
So 338 ARC, it's an exciting new cartridge. We haven't seen a lot of guns in it. There are some,
Yeah.
not a ton, but it's good to see Hornady making good quality Subsonic ammo for it. So Sub X is good on all the other calibers they make, and adding this to the lineup is just awesome.
Totally. Yeah. Hornady did a new launch into a whole bunch more suppressor specific ammunition, even for like weird calibers in yesteryear, which is really cool. The world is figuring out the ubiquity of silencers, and they're just making ammo for us left and right. And the 338 ARC was designed to be suppressed. 338 Spectre I love, but I think it's going to die now that 338 ARC is here. And their Subsonic 307 grain round. That's a ton of thump. And in my opinion, that will beget 300 Blackout. And it's a safe bullet. You can't mix it up and have something hazardous happen. And their Supersonics are kind of like a 308 if you take away the first 300 yards of flight path, because they're giving you a 175 and they're delivering a lot of energy. So I'm super excited about 338 ARC. I've got 2 of them so far, and I know I've got another one that arrives tomorrow. A lever action integral suppressed 338 ARC.
No way.
Cool as all get up. I've got a break action 338 ARC from one of the sub companies of Bergara, CVA.
Yep,
think.
I know CBA.
Yeah, they're making a 338 ARC break action. It's surprisingly accurate. And then finally, I've got an AR-15 from Faxon that is like 12 inches, and I'm super excited.
They were an early adopter.
Yeah, we all need to hop on this 338
Yeah.
ARC. It is very cool. The problem right now is mags. They're like 10-round mags. There's nothing more than 10 rounds. I think it has to do with kind of the design of the bullet. Makes it hard to feed because it's so fat.
Yep.
As it stacks down lower to that magazine. Okay, my next item. This little alien space technology right here. You and I both had some time with this thing, and I think it would be remiss if we did not go deeper down the rabbit hole into strategic science.
Yeah. I mean, if they make one of the highest performing silencers in almost every metric except price.
Yes.
And they're just awesome to dedicate onto a firearm. And so we started with 5.56. I have more experience with that. You're getting some other calibers, and I'm
Yes.
really excited to see how they perform on that too.
Yes, this is the 6.5 Creedmoor suppressor. So I have the 3.38 and the 5.56 and the 6.5, obviously, and I am so blown away. So like, there's the metric of what do you want? Well, we want maximum quiet. Some guys are really into muzzle flash, and then we want back pressure. And these guys nailed those three like
Yep.
no one else has ever before. They did not nail the weight, and they did not nail the price. So kind of, in my opinion, they're like the H&K of the silencer world.
Yeah.
HK rifles are always built like you could throw them off a helicopter, pick them up, and go back to work. And these to me are the same, but they're priced accordingly and they're not lightweight. So if you can throw those two things out the door, you can afford to get it. You don't mind a heavy can. These things, I don't know. I think we need to play catch up to understand what they did and have everybody else catch up with what they're doing. So it's truly impressive, and I look forward to a lot more testing on that suppressor very soon. Okay, the last one for me. This guy is really impressive. The Rampart Range Carson, yeah, the Carson 7.62. They sent me a 5.56 and a 7.62, and you look at all these suppressors that have all the forward venting. This guy has no forward venting, but he does have low back pressure. And when he sent me these cans, I looked at it, I said, this is silly. This is a full back pressure can. He said, actually, it's not. We found a way to push gases through the hole after the bullet exits. And I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it actually is a like 50% back pressure suppressor compared to a standard. So it's impressively low back pressure, and it sounds really, really good.
It's impressive.
It is so nifty that we're coming up with all this cool new stuff. And I'll let you take a peek inside a few of these.
Yeah.
That there's like all kinds of new designs people are coming up with that only additive manufacturing would let us do. Super cool
What
stuff.
a time to be alive.
It's a great time to be in the silencer world. Rob always has a new silencer every month. He's got a king of something every week. It's like,
that's a good thing.
it's a good thing. Be happy. Stuff keeps getting better. All right, guys, if you like this content, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot more coming on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and make sure you hop in the comment section and let us know what caliber you would choose if all the others had to burn to the ground. I appreciate you. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the comments.